Hey guys, welcome back to SCP Journeys, and this is the final part for SCP-2317. So sit back and enjoy. Just to be clear, I'm not gonna read all the repetitive parts I did on the other parts. I'm just gonna read the parts in blue that have been on the below here. So, just letting you know. Welcome to SCP-NET Direct Access Terminal. Please enter command. Login. Please enter user authentication. Vifalini 200 Foundation.scp. Password Sierra Charlie Papa. Authentication accepted. Please enter command. SCP-2317-3. You are attempting to access a security level 3 secret file. Please note that access to this file is restricted to personnel with level 3 security clearance directly in contact with 2317. Continuing without proper authorization will result in disciplinary action up to and including administration of a broad-spectrum Class A amnestic followed by termination of employment. Information regarding your access to this file, including the date, time, and location, will be reported to the records of RISA. If you wish to continue, please re-enter your user authentication now. Vifalini 200 Foundation.scp Sierra Charlie Pop. Authentication accepted. Please enter your project-specific personal identification number, PSPIN, 329-765-1029-007. Thank you. The time and date of your access to this file has been logged and reported to RISE. Username, Dr. Victoria Fellini. Title, Senior Researcher, SCP-2317. Displaying SCP-2317 in clearance level 3. Prior paragraph revised as follows. One staff member with security clearance for /2317 will be assigned each month as Class D personnel in order to act as assistant to the primary seller. Personnel without security clearance at level 3 will be told that the assistant is a Class D personnel chosen from the normal pool of Class D candidates. All persons directly involved in Procedure 220 Calabasas are to be informed of this fact. No personnel shall be authorized to assist with Procedure 220 Calabasas without first being clearly briefed that the assistant is not, in fact, a Class D personnel and should not be terminated in the event that they disobey direct orders from the guards. Ritual Procedure 220 Calabasas. It is a ritual to be performed at solar noon each day, defined as the moment when the sun reaches its height over 2317. Performing Procedure 220 Calabasas requires the following. 1. 2 armed Foundation security personnel with security clearance of level 3 or higher, hereafter referred to as guards. 2. 1 Foundation personnel with security clearance of level 4, hereafter referred to as celebrant. 1 Class D personnel, as specified under containment procedures, hereafter referred to as assistant. Blank. 1 obsidian edge knife, hereafter referred to as blade. 1 silver aspergillum aspersorium, filled with at least 500 cc's of holy water, blessed by a priest of Abrahamic faith. 1 celebrant, guards, and assistant open 2317, step through. Enter SCP-2317 Prime. Assistant will enter first, followed by guards, followed by celebrant. Guards will at all times maintain situational awareness of assisting and should be prepared to prevent escape with deadly force. Beginning with the pillar closest to and in line with 2317A. Celebrant circumambulates SCP-2317A through SCP-2317G, proceeding counterclockwise at an even and measured pace. At every other step, Celebrant will scatter holy water, using the aspergillum and aspersorium in the direction of the circle center. Upon completing one's circumambulation of 2317A-G, Celebrant scatters holy water over the head of the assistant and recites the following phrase. Home do bleh. Blank, 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 blank. 4. Data expunged. 5. Assistant then circumambulates 2317 through A-G in a clockwise direction, scattering the mixture of blood and holy water in the direction of the circle center. Upon completing one circumambulation of 2317-A through G, assistant walks to the center of the circle of stones, pours the remaining mixture of blood and water onto the discolored patch of salt and sand in the center, reciting the following phrase. Blank, 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 blank. All materials are gathered up. The obsidian knife is secured, and all personnel returned to 2317, which is subsequently closed. Failure at any point to properly perform 220 calabasas may result in an XK class into the world scenario. Should any mishap or failure occur, all personnel are to return immediately through 2317. Closing the door behind them, the containment chamber will be immediately locked down and a level 2 emergency declared. Reported to the O5 Council, further instructions will be provided to on-site personnel according to the emergency order. Zachariah. Further information on 2317 is classified level 4, top secret or higher. Sufficient security clearance. Welcome to SCP-net Direct Access Terminal. Please enter command. Login. Please enter user authentication. KP Crow 00 Foundation.scp. Password. Sometimes feel like a motherless child. Authentication accepted. Please enter command. Access 2317-4. You are attempting to access a security level 4 top secret file. Please note that this access to this file is restricted to personnel with level 4 security clearance directly in contact with 2317. Continuing without proper authorization will result in disciplinary action, up to and including immediate termination of life. Information regarding your access to this file, including the date, time, and location, will be reported to RISE. If you wish to continue, please re-enter your user authentication now. KP Crow 00 Foundation.scp. Password. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Warning. Incorrect authentication. You have 60 seconds to enter the correct user authentication. Security personnel will be summoned to your location. KP Crow 00 Foundation.scp. Sometimes feels like a motherless child. Warning. Incorrect authentication. KP Crow Foundation.scp. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Authentication accepted. Please enter your project-specific personnel identification number, PS PIN 369-705-41429-015. PS PIN accepted. Please look into the camera for a retinal identification scan. Incorrect orientation. Please align the pupils of your eyes with the guidelines indicated on the secondary screen and try again. Thank you. The time and date of your access to this file has been logged and reported to the Records and Information Security Administration. Right. Username, Dr. Kane P. Crow. Title, Senior Supervising Researcher. Displaying SCP-2317, Clearance Level 4. SCP-2317-A through G. Extend 200 meters below the surface of the sand and into SCP-2317-H. SCP-2317-H is a spherical space 100 kilometers in diameter located directly underneath SCP-2317-A-G, lined with the same stone used to construct SCP-2317-A-G. Contained within SCP-2317-H is a SCP-2317-K, hereafter referred to as Entity. The following information has been inferred through seismic analysis and ground-penetrating radar, as well as direct observation. Entity appears to be an obese human-like creature of immense proportions. Estimated height, if fully erect, is over 200 kilometers. Horns resembling tree branches sprout from its head, which lacks a lower jaw. Entire body is covered in millions of overlapping plate-like scales. 7 heavy hooks are embedded in the entity's back, each one attached to a heavy steel chain connected to the lower end of one of the 7 pillars embedded in the ceiling of the chamber. At the time of the writing of this document, 6 of the pillars or chains have been broken or damaged, and only one chain remains intact. One live male, Gallus domesticus, preferably caged to prevent complications during transport to 2317 Project, hereafter referred to as Chicken. Continuation from 3. Upon completing one circumambulation of 2317-A through G, Selbrun scatters holy water over the head of the assistant and recites the following phrase: 7 seals, 7 rings, 7 thrones for the Scarlet King. 4. Selbrun then moves to a safe distance away from assistant, who will take the obsidian knife and use it to kill the chicken, provided a sacrifice. Blood will be drained from the chicken and added to the Asper's sword. Insert to the mix with the holy water already contained within. Continuation from number 6. Iteration 4. Upon completing one circumambulation of 2317-A through G, a system walks to the center of the circle of stones and pours the remaining mixture of blood and water to the discolored patch of salt and sand in the center, while reciting the following phrase: blood for the old gods, water for the new king. Addendum 2317-2. History. 2317 was discovered in 1922 by blank. Object was subsequently moved to what was then called the Provisional Containment Area 17. Object was moved to Containment Area 179 in 1982, where it remains as of the writing of this article. When initially discovered, 4 of the 7 chains were broken. 3 were intact. The breaking of the 5th chain in blank corresponded directly to a blank event in our world. The 6th chain, which broke in blank, was also coincident with a much more severe blank event, eventually resulting in the deaths of 2 million persons. Analysis of supplementary text retrieved at the time containment points to Procedure 220. Calabasas as an effective means of maintaining containment until an effective means of repairing or attaching the chain can be discovered. Containment procedures were modified to incorporate Procedure 220. Calabasas as records show that the sequence of many events shows an exponential increase in lethality. It can be extrapolated that the failure of the final chain 2317-G would result in an XK class and the world scenario. For this reason, every possible effort is to be made to ensure a successful Procedure 220. Calabasas. Further information on SCP-2317 is restricted to the Overseer Council. Welcome to SCIP Net Direct Access Terminal. Please enter your command. Login. Please enter user authentication. 0513 Sierra Tango Casper Echo. I'm assuming the voice of the council, which I'm assuming has a computer type voice because he's a mysterious person. Note: impersonating a member of the Overseer Council is punishable by immediate death. If you have entered this login information in error, you now have 10 seconds to exit the vicinity before deployment of lethal visual cognito hazard. Otherwise, please enter personal authorization key phrase. Please note that failure to enter the proper key phrase within 60 seconds will result in deployment of a mobile task force to your location. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their party. Because I would not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. Red sky in the morning said I'd take a warning. Identity confirmed. Canceling mobile task force scramble order. Please enter command. Access 2317. Thank you. The time and date of your access to this file has been logged and reported to RISE. Username 0513. Title Operational Overseer. Displaying SCP-2317. Clearance level 05. Item SCP-2317. Special access designation. Code Nightmare Region Red. Special containment procedures. Irrelevant. Description. SCP-2317 is a primeval entity known as the Scarlet King, the Devourer of Worlds, name redacted intentionally. The Arakash Codex indicates that it was captured, imprisoned by Arakashian mystics circa 1894 BCE. An excerpt from the relevant passage follows. Then Keshpeth led his army of 10,000 into the realm beyond the clouds, and there did they do battle with the Devourer. May his name remain forever unremembered. And then Keshpeth and his 10,000 did craft 7 cunning chains out of the bone of Jaspatar, 7th bride of the dread Devourer. May his name remain forever unremembered, and bound him within the pearl of the father of the oysters. He who dwells under the mirror of salt in the realm under the sea. And Keshpeth ordered that the gates to the far country be sealed forever, lest the dread Devourer, may his name remain forever unremembered, find its way back to our world. Currently, it is not clear clear how the 19th century society of the Golden Era discovered how to create a gate universe capped by error cache, nor the reasons for doing so. What is clear is that the damage to the first 4 chains that bound the Devourer was accidental. By the time our founder took possession of the item following the dissolution of the society, the organization had bankrupted itself several times, trying over desperation to repair the damage caused. Projected containment profile indications are that final containment failure will occur at some point within the next century as of writing this article. The meantime to failure being calculated at 30 years, all efforts to repair or replace the chains have failed. All efforts to rediscover the method for creating these chains have proven fruitless. Research is currently underway to determine an alternate containment, but the possibility that anything can keep the Devourer from entering our universe is slim, especially as the original material is to create the chains, namely the bones and sinew of another Devourer entity, are no longer in existence. The primary threat is internal despair or panic. In order to maintain morale, a false containment procedure 220 calabasas will be altered and implemented. This containment procedure has been given a sense of veracity by the following means: incorporating elements of common ritualistic magics, incorporating elements of popular religious rites, incorporating elements of other known occult organizations, incorporating elements of other known special containment procedures, incorporating references to similar but unrelated occult entities, increased information security regarding the elements of the procedure, appealing to the common institutional meme of the effectiveness of thermonuclear weapons in destroying paranormal entities. Although completely ineffectual, the purpose of 220 calabasas is to provide the appearance of active containment in order to allay anxiety among the staff until a more permanent solution can be found. In the meantime, preparations will be made in order to ensure the survival of the human race following containment failure, as most of the recommended preparations overlap with or are identical to preparations already underway in case of numerous other escape class scenarios. Minimal additional resources are required, approved by the unanimous vote at the Overseer Council on blank blank blank. Please enter command. Expunge full. Thank you. All access records for this computer from the past 24 hours have been removed from the log. Records and information security administration records redacted. Logging you out. Thank you. Welcome to SCP Direct Access Terminal. Please answer command. Shut down. Shutting down. It is now safe to turn off your computer. And well, guys, that was the SCP-2317. I'd say it's fairly interesting. Interesting because it's got religion, magics, sapient and sentient entities, and rituals that will implement other SCP procedures and all that with unrelated occult entities. I think it's one of the scariest threats that Foundation has ever going to go up against. If it ever does reach this point, it would be very, very bad to go up against something like this. It's an immortal being from another world. They would need help from the GOC or the Chaos Insurgency or the Serpent's Hand or the Church of the Broken God to defeat this thing. So, I think it was fairly good and legit in my eyes. Other people may think it's too long, other people may think it's too short, but I didn't think it was too long or too short. I think it was just the right duration of SCP, how it should be, and all. What are your opinions? What do you think about this SCP? Leave them in the comments below. Please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I don't care which one you do. And thanks for watching.